Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am kicking off a few days of some cozy household homemaking tasks. I have a few recipes I'm hoping to try out in the next few days. I need to do some laundry and some cleaning, but all things that feel very like cozy, especially at this time of year. So I figured I would bring you along with me and we can do it together. I'm also currently 10 weeks pregnant, so my energy levels are a little bit unpredictable. The last couple of days, I have woken up in the morning feeling so energetic, so ready to be productive and get a lot done. And then by the time that lunch hits, I am kind of tapped out. We'll usually have a rest in the afternoon and then try to get back into things in the evening, but we'll see. It's really a day-by-day process, and I'm trying to find the balance between listening to the cues that my body is giving me and prioritizing rest because I am growing a baby, but also knowing that I can't just stop living life, stop taking care of our home. Zach has been amazing. He has been, honestly, for the last few weeks, he's done 99% of the cooking and the cleaning and all of the household things, but he also works a very demanding job and it's just a lot right now. So I'm hoping to be able to get back into my own rhythm and take some of those things back off his plate. We're feeling optimistic. I'm actually going to start prepping some soup. I'm making a roasted vegetable soup. I've never made it before. I just honestly saw a photo on Pinterest and was like, that's what I want to eat. I've been like craving it for 3 days now, even though I've never had it. So we're gonna get cracking on that. I'm hoping to make it today, but we probably won't have it for dinner until tomorrow. I just want to get it ready. Oh, I also need to start reviving my sourdough starter because I haven't touched it in a month. Let's get cracking. I was definitely supposed to let my sourdough cool or warm up to room temperature after I took it out of the fridge before I fed it. And I did not do that. So hopefully everything will turn out fine. I guess we'll see in a few hours if it comes back to life. I'm sure it's fine. It's actually not that cold here yet, but the leaves are changing, and just watching them change immediately makes me want all of the warm, cozy dinners and recipes. Fall is easily my favorite time of year, particularly since moving to Ontario. The West has the mountains, and those are hard to beat, but these colors and the weather at this time of year truly feels like heaven on earth. All of the soup ingredients washed and chopped and pretty much ready to go. I'm gonna pause here because I wanted to be able to do the next steps all in succession, and I need to leave in about an hour, so I'm gonna make some lunch. This afternoon, I need to swing by my doctor's office. We had an ultrasound on Tuesday, went super well, and we bought they have an option where you can like pay $10 and you get a USB with your ultrasound photos on them, but our photos didn't load onto the USB stick, so I need to go back so they can load them on, and then actually need to talk to them about my next appointment as well. It's been kind of a frustrating process just with my prenatal care, and it's not anyone's fault. I am realizing something I wish I had been more prepared for before getting pregnant is just my own awareness of what the medical side looks like and the type of care that I would be receiving and need to advocate for or look for. So the doctor I'm currently seeing won't deliver the baby, and I won't stay at that office for the entire time. I was going to that office for something else. They've been fantastic, but they're not gonna stay with me through the whole pregnancy, which is fine. However, I don't know who I'm gonna go to yet, so I'm trying to get in with a midwife. That's my strong preference, but it's so hard to get in our area. So currently I'm waitlisted. If not, I'll get referred to an OB, which is totally fine. I'm not worried about it. It's just a little bit it's a little stressful for me feeling like I have so many things that I need to figure out, but I don't really know what they are yet. I feel like I'm on a game show trying to answer these questions correctly to protect my own health and the health of my child, except that I don't actually know what the questions are. Maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, but it's just been a little overwhelming. If you are thinking about getting pregnant at some point in the next like 3 years, I would highly recommend doing research in advance, like way before you need to, particularly if you have more of an anxious personality. I do, and yeah, that's just something that I wish I had done. I am absolutely starving. I'm making Annie's mac and cheese for lunch because that's what baby wants today, so that's what baby's gonna get. Good morning. It is Saturday. It's the next day. I had a really lovely afternoon. Yesterday, I went and spent time with my friend. We just sat out in her backyard, had some treats. It was wonderful. And then I came home and absolutely crashed. Energy levels were so good for most of the day yesterday, but they did end up plummeting, which is not really a surprise. However, I'm feeling pretty okay today, so we're gonna continue just moving through the list of all the fun things I'm hoping to do. It's funny how things like laundry and cleaning, typically I don't think of as fun. Like they are tasks that have to get done, they are chores, but after having such low energy and feeling like I was just falling so behind, there was truly nothing more that I wanted to do than just get our home back in order. We're making really good progress on that, but today we need to tackle the laundry situation. As you can see, we have quite a bit of folding to do. I have another load in right now, and then I also am hoping to wash our towels and our bedding. We're gonna finish the soup that we started yesterday, and actually before I do anything else, I'm gonna start a loaf of bread. The sourdough starter, unfortunately, is not quite ready to use, so I'm just gonna try a recipe I found on Pinterest for just like a non-sourdough loaf of artisan bread. Oh shoot, do I have yeast? Hold that thought. All right, so I guess the first thing in order is to run to the store and grab some yeast so that I can make bread for dinner tonight. I'm really excited for this soup. It looks so good. We also just got our weekly farm share vegetables. We got them a little bit late this week, but I am going to put these in the fridge. I really should honestly wash them before I put them away. I want to start doing that. I think it's just a good habit. Wash and then cut some up so that we have them ready to go. But honestly, I have not a whole lot of energy right now. So I am just gonna put these in the fridge for the moment. I think I need to eat something. So I'm gonna put them away, get a snack, and then take a little bit of a rest. After a few days of cooking and baking, I definitely had some dishes to catch up on. So I spent the first part of the day doing that. The bread I made actually turned out really great. I'm gonna try and link the recipe down below because it was so easy to make. And in a sad twist of fate, I ended up really not liking the soup. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It honestly just wasn't really a flavor palette that I enjoy. I'm not sure why I thought I was going to like it so much or what I was expecting, but it just tasted kind of sweet, and that's not really my favorite thing in a soup, so that was a bummer. I just realized I'm wearing the same shirt I was the last day I was vlogging, but time has passed. 2 days have passed. I definitely took advantage of my energy levels on Friday and Saturday a little bit too much. And then just this weekend we had some family stuff going on, which was all wonderful, but definitely pushed it a little bit too hard. Today's Tuesday, so yesterday I was basically a zombie. I got some computer work done and just caught up on some administrative tasks, but I have not done a whole lot. So we're picking this back up today. Sunday night, I had the worst sleep of my pregnancy so far. I woke up every hour throughout the night and I started getting those leg cramps that like stab you out of nowhere. I was telling my friend about that yesterday and she was like, drink more electrolytes. So she gave me some and that's what we're drinking this morning. I did sleep better last night, so I'm very grateful for that, but yeah, we're still playing catch up. Today, I'm going to finish the laundry that I started a few days ago. I folded about half of it, did not put it away, and then there's still a bunch of clothes I need to fold. So I wanna get that done. I also need to get some groceries. I might Instacart today. I don't Instacart very often just because it's not great for produce and it is a little bit more expensive, but to be honest with you, just based on where my energy is at today, I think I would rather conserve my physical capacity for getting things done around the house. And I'm really feeling like doing some baking this afternoon. I said to Zach this weekend, I feel like I need to start working on, I wanna have a muffin recipe and a cookie recipe as a mom that are like my muffins and my cookies. Like if somebody asks my kids like, oh, did your mom bring her cookies? And they're like, yes, she did. Like there's that recipe that's just my staple thing. I have no idea what I want it to be though, what kind. So I'm gonna start the process now of testing some things out. I'm thinking today maybe we'll try some like sourdough blueberry muffins. I found a recipe that looks so good. It kind of looks like the Starbucks blueberry muffins, which are a weak spot for me. They're so good. And Zach's actually never had them, so it would be really fun to make those today. We have some frozen blueberries too, so I think we're pretty much set. I always thought that one day when I got pregnant, I would experience some crazy cravings. But honestly, more than anything, I've just had really strong aversions. There haven't been that many foods that I can consistently eat and enjoy. And probably the most consistent so far throughout my pregnancy has been pancakes. I'm not sure what exactly it is. I definitely do have a sweet tooth, but this is just one of the only foods that I can keep down every time and genuinely enjoy while I'm eating. But for lunch today, I just wanted your classic pancake mix, and then I got some frozen blueberries and honey to put on top. It has been a couple of hours. I have just been getting some computer work done. I had a quick little nap and now our Instacart order is here, so it's time to bake. I know blueberry muffins aren't exactly a fall treat, but honestly, it's what we have on hand. And again, we're shooting for a staple recipe, a signature recipe is what I'm trying to craft. And I feel like they're not bad any time of year, so we're gonna go with it. I made the muffins last night and they turned out delicious. They're so good. I don't think I've found my signature mom muffin recipe because there is quite a bit of sugar in them. And while I do absolutely love those for a fun treat, I think I'd like to find something with a little bit less sugar to be kind of always the like go-to for me. That said, I have absolutely no regrets in making them. They taste quite similar to the Starbucks blueberry muffins, which are a favorite of mine, so that's a really good recipe to keep on hand. I'll definitely be making those again. It's also, I don't remember if I mentioned this yesterday or not, but they were a sourdough discard recipe, which I always love finding ways to incorporate the discard so I just don't have to waste it. And that was perfect. It hit the spot last night. We each had one fresh out of the oven and then again this morning, and oh my gosh, they're so good. I'll definitely link the recipe down below. Thank you guys so much for spending the last couple of days with me, just getting some things done. I've been really enjoying doing these kind of vlogs, sort of part voiceover, part real-time chatty, and just, I don't know, just like living life with you guys. So let me know if you're enjoying that as well, because it'd be very helpful for me to know. It's also really fun filming videos and talking about the pregnancy. We have not posted about it yet, but we will be in a few weeks. So I'm filming now knowing that that's coming quite shortly. And I'm so excited to be able to talk about it publicly because keeping it a secret is so hard. I would love to know what your life looks like this fall, what home projects you have been trying, if there's any recipes you've been loving. I am always looking for new things to try, so definitely make sure to leave them in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope you have a good day because today is a good day to have a good day. That's it. Bye.